I'm going to take the camera over from Anis. Thank you, Anis. That is what the cabin looks like. That's a familiar instrumentation, 3-port console, and there is a new infotainment. Now this infotainment runs an Android OS, and all you Android fans will probably realize from the UI that it is based on Android. I can tell it's Android because it's a bit laggy. Let the Android versus Apple wars begin there. Anyway, so it also gets some funky things like Wi-Fi capability. So basically, if you have a Wi-Fi dongle, you can just plug it into the USB port, and this will get Wi-Fi as well. Why does it need Wi-Fi? Because it's going to come with apps. It's also going to get a browser. You can also check your email. Comes with Google Chrome. Doesn't work right now because we do not have a dongle installed in here. And that's the apps. That is what the interface looks like. It will also get the mirror link for cell phone connectivity. Doesn't get any Android Auto or Apple CarPlay compatibility as of yet. However, it gets an HDMI port. I don't know what is that for. I don't know why you would want to put an HDMI interface there. Maybe to play videos. The screen looks sharp and crisp, so I wouldn't mind watching some videos when I'm just pulling over for a quick tea or maybe my lunch. Anyway, so this can be a good recreational vehicle. Probably that is what the RV in the WRV stands for. We'll get that clarified tomorrow. There's a new gear shifter knob as well for all you Honda fans. This is something different than what we've seen so far. So like I said, HDMI port there. There's a USB, there's a 12-volt power socket, and you also get this storage box in the tunnel console, which gives you an additional USB port and a 12-volt socket. So that's a nice addition. Plenty of little storage spaces for your knickknacks. And this cabin that you see here is a black and silver combination. Honda will also offer a black and blue combination where all these silver accents and the upholstery will get some blue inlays to make it look a little more casual. They call this the sophisticated one and the blue is the casual one. That is the space at the back. It's a little dark, so I'm not sure if you will be able to see it clearly. But yeah, very spacious. Loses out on the magic seats that you otherwise get in the Honda Jazz. That's a bit of a downer because I think this will be a really nice road tripping vehicle, and magic seats would have really helped. Moving to the back, let's take a look at the boot space. Well, that's the boot. Again, I'm sorry for the lighting, can't help it, but the boot looks spacious. I think a weekend's worth of luggage, it will go in without a problem. You can also drop the seats, but like I said, these are not magic seats, so it's not going to be a flat floor, but nevertheless it's going to be quite a big cargo space in there. And I can see that someone's been asking me about the sunroof. Well, good news, there is a sunroof. There you go. A nice small one, but nevertheless it's there. It's a first-in-class addition. Well, that is what the vehicle looks like. My first impressions, I am quite impressed with the way the vehicle is packaged, the way the vehicle looks, and the way the vehicle sounds for this 1.5 D-Tech. Like I told you, we are going to be driving this car tomorrow, so the first drive impressions of this diesel mill and the petrol engine will be up on the Overdrive website. Let me show you the vehicle from the side. Now that is the definitive character line that reminds you that this vehicle is based on the Jazz. But I like the treatment overall. It looks quite a smart little crossover. The headlamps and the tail lamps, they could have been a little sleeker if you look at what they have done with the BRV and the CRV, but I'm not complaining much. I like this little treatment that you have on the tail lights. These lines look good, and this is what the back looks like. So those tail lights, again, reminiscent of the Jazz design. They lose out on those vertical extensions that you had here right next to the windshield, but you get these nice new extensions into the boot. I think they look quite smart. But from whatever I've been seeing here, the reactions that people have had with the rear end of this car, I think it's going to polarize buyers a bit. But overall, it looks quite nice. Ground clearance is 188 millimeters, so that's quite good for our roads. It is higher than the Jazz. Even the boot is about 9 liters more than that of the Jazz. So overall, I think if you are into adventure touring, if you are into road tripping, I think this is a good starting point. It's a very nice vehicle. It is a sub 4 meter compact crossover. Like I said again, my first impressions are quite good about this vehicle. I am impressed, but we will be driving this car tomorrow and I will be getting you more detailed information about the vehicle, my first driving impressions as well. So stay tuned to Overdrive. The video will be up on the YouTube channel very soon. We will be airing it on television as well this coming weekend, and the text review will be up tomorrow. So stay tuned to Overdrive on all our channels, all our platforms, and you will have everything that you need to know about the WRV. Now, you can take a look at the vehicle. I'm just going to pause here and just quickly go through all your comments. So if there are any questions that I can answer right now, I am going to answer them. So price point, we expect this to be about 50 to 60,000 rupees more than an equivalent Jazz variant. Maybe 75,000 rupees at the most. If it's anything more than that, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough value. What's the wheel size? Well, these are 16-inch wheels, and the tire size is a 195. There you go. Very smart looking wheels. I really like them. The tire size is a 195/60 R16. This particular tester comes with the Michelin rubber right now. I'm not sure if they have any other options at launch, but we'll come to that with the road test later. Yes, the wheels are awesome. I'm still going to show you the car and browse through the questions. Automatic wipers and headlights. No, they do not have automatic wipers and headlights yet. And just to show it to you, here we go. No auto headlights, no auto wipers. And that's an interesting question. I like the headlamp design, but it's a little too big compared to what we've seen on the BRV and the CRV. I think a slightly sleeker design would have looked good. Maybe the inclusion of projector lamps, but I think that's too much of a wishful thinking here. Let me see what more questions. Any change in the power output of the petrol? No. I'll give you a confirmation on that soon, but no, as far as I remember the spec sheet, there's no change. Someone's asking about the length. Well, the length is 3999 meters. So that's 3999 mm, sorry. That's just shy of the 4 meter mark, and that should get this vehicle quite a few tax cuts as well. Price point, like I said, it will be about 60 to 70,000 rupees more expensive than an equivalent Jazz. Someone says all of Honda's SUVs look the same. Not really. This one has enough distinction. This looks more Jazz than CRV or BRV. Okay, so I think that answers most of the questions. Yes, the gear ratios have been changed. No, there will be no automatic. Right now, there will be only a manual diesel, a 6-speed manual, and a 5-speed manual for the petrol. No plans of an automatic right now, though I agree with you. An automatic would have made a lot of sense for this particular category. But as of now, no automatic. ABS, cruise control. Yes, there is cruise control, but only on the diesel. ABS and airbags are standard across the range, whether you buy the petrol or the diesel. That's what Honda promises as of now. कितना देती है? Over 25 kilometers to a liter for the diesel. That's the claimed fuel economy. Over 17 kilometers to a liter for the petrol. Both of these are claimed fuel economy figures. We will do a proper detailed road test at a later point, and we'll give you the exact figures. But till then, no. This is the claim figure that we can give you. Here's the vehicle from the side profile again for those of you who are asking. Ground clearance is 188 millimeters, and tail lamp, yes, there is LED treatment to it. However, only on the side. However, this little part here is your regular conventional bulb. You have LED DRLs. You do not have automatic headlamps or wipers. Back row, yes, it is quite spacious. If you've seen the Jazz, it's almost on par with the Jazz, or probably even a little bit better. I'm just going to move around and show you the vehicle more. That is what it looks from the side. Yeah, so I can see a lot of questions are being repeated. I would want you to just go back through the video again once I'm done recording this. Yes, there is cruise control, like I said, only on the diesel variant. And there will be keyless entry and go. I don't know if it's across the range or only for the top end trim. However, we'll confirm that once we have the detailed spec sheet after the launch, which is on the 16th of March. Well, that's it. That answers most of the questions that you guys are asking. So like I said, the WRV launches in India on the